What it do? Ooh, it's your boy Rails with the Sharpshooters Network. Back at it again. This video is pretty special for me. It's me going out the box, kind of what I want to bring to the community. I want to give you guys an insight to the way I think, what I feel will be better for this case in the WWE. Shout out to Triple H back being the head of creative. I want to give you guys the top 5 never before been WWE champions that should be. So before we get started, can you guys please like, subscribe, share, comment, just anything to help me out, help the Sharpshooters Network. I'll really appreciate it. We're going to go main roster only. That means current Raw and SmackDown wrestlers, not NXT, not AEW, no Impact, nothing, no Indies, none of that. These are the top 5 never before been WWE Undisputed champions that should be. All right, at number 5, we got Gunta, a.k.a. Walter, the Ring General. He was a beast in NXT UK. Longest reigning NXT UK champion, 870 days. He got called up to SmackDown and won the Intercontinental title within 2 months. He's currently the reigning Intercontinental champ, so he's already on the path to greatness. His body transformation shows his dedication. He went from being real heavy set to chiseled. He's about 6'4", 250. So he has that quote unquote look. He gives me Sheamus, Wade Barrett vibes. You could even throw in a little Drew McIntyre in there. Of course, all former world champions, hard hitting, power moves. His finisher is a power bomb. He does the big chops. He does the lariat. He could even go off the top rope. He's actually surprisingly good cutting promos. So he'll be able to carry himself. He doesn't need anyone speaking for him. Definitely got to be a heel. He already has Ludwig Kaiser with him. So maybe either they'll get separated or even bring up the rest of Imperium. But yes, Gunther, definitely a future champ. Number 4, Baron Corbin. Former Money in the Bank winner and failure. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania in his main roster debut. He's a former U.S. champ, 2019 King of the Ring. So many gimmicks from King Corbin, Constable Corbin, the awesome bum-ass Corbin to the now happy Corbin. I personally feel for a meaningful championship run, he just needs to be Baron Corbin. He's a natural heel. All those different characters show just how diverse he is. He could be serious all the way to comedy. He could be put in any situation and he's going to succeed. Check out the End of Days finisher. It's just such a one-of-a-kind move. I give it a top 10 best looking finisher of all time. Someone else that could benefit from the Corbin championship run is Kurt Angle. His retirement match at the time, everybody was wondering why Corbin? And honestly, it didn't make sense. But maybe WWE was looking at the long run. When we look back and Corbin has had a few championship reigns, that'll give Kurt Angle's WWE retirement much more credibility. But yes, Baron Corbin, he will for sure make a great WWE champion. Number 3, Sami Zayn. I could absolutely see Sami win a Money in the Bank contract and just program with the briefcase for a while. Just milk that and then finally cash in. This is another guy who turns everything WWE gives him into gold. He's funny. And we all love Sami so much, he's probably going to have a face run. It's overdue and well-deserved. This is probably the guy with the most personality in WWE. He's been having so much comedy involved and then being a heel and putting people over. He hasn't had a chance lately to just go out there and put on a 5-star match like we know he's for sure capable of. Sami Zayn can undoubtedly be a legit WWE Undisputed Champion, putting on a show in the ring and on the mic. Now, before I get to the top 2, there's going to be an honorary mention. And that man is Theory. He has the Money in the Bank briefcase already, so it's pretty much set in stone he's going to be champion. He's probably the most hated wrestler right now. He's like the cocky, conceited guy. The new age gimmick of taking selfies. And I feel he makes it work. It's not recycled. Lately, he's been compared to Cena because of the U.S. title and the sudden push by Vince. Looks similar to Cena with the whole bodybuilder look. The image of a champion, yes. The fact that it's happening so quickly is what the fans don't like. The fact that he's a heel is why it can work. He does get booed out the building when he speaks, so he's going to have to deal with that. I kind of get the feeling that it's a we really don't like you kind of reaction. But hey, Cena went through it and he stood tall, so let's see what this guy has. I'm a huge fan. He is the total package. He's still finding his true self in promos, but I feel that's going to gradually keep coming along. He was involved with a lot of Vince McMahon segments, so that showed they were convinced he's the guy. Now with Vince stepping down is another thing. We'll see what they honestly think of him now, because Vince ain't running it no more. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with Theory. Are they going to trash him to the side? Is he going to have the failed cash in? Either way, I still see him long-term having a solid career. So I still got him on this list. I could see him being a future WWE Undisputed Champion. Number 2, we got Montez Ford. The closest thing WWE has had to The Rock. The appeal, the flash, the swagger, the style this man possesses. He has star power. The facial movements, the technique on the mic, the high-flying moveset, another guy with the total package. And when I say total package, I mean he looks like a champion, body-wise, fashion-wise. He talks like a champion because he's just so poised in his promos. You believe what he says. And then he moves like a champion. The frog splash, drop kicks, jumping out the arena, by far the most athletic in WWE. So, of course, this will mean leaving the Street Profits, whether it's by draft. You could keep him as a face. But I actually wouldn't mind a Ford heel turn. Him dropping a goofy guy act and getting more serious. Have him maybe attack Dawkins because they can't win as a tag team anymore. Then Ford goes on his own path. Do a singles run and go after maybe the U.S. title, hold that for a while. By this point, he's an established singles competitor. Then down the line, we see how big of a star he could be if pushed correctly. And we got another legit WWE champ. Shout out to Montez Ford. Number 1, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Whoa! And my father said, when I was younger, hard times breed better men. Man, that theme song alone should make him WWE champion. But yes, it is inevitable. He came back scorching hot, beat Seth Rollins 3 times in a row clean. That rocket was definitely strapped to his back. He has the legendary father and brother. Like I said before, theme music is perfect. Former Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion. He was already highly featured as a mid-carder through his first WWE run. From legacy to dashing Cody Rhodes to the Rhodes Scholars. He ended off as Stardust, which was his last straw in WWE, and then, requested his release. But he hit the indie scene, just continued grinding, putting the work in. And then in 2019, he's the executive vice president of AEW. So now he's a certified businessman, revamped character with, reality elements, looking clean in a suit. WWE was always his home, so of course he ends up returning WrestleMania 38. He's currently injured, but maybe we get a Royal Rumble return and win. That seems like the best next logical solution. Let him win the Rumble, headlines WrestleMania. Yes, beats Roman Reigns or whoever is champion at the time. And hey, we get Cody, the bona fide number one option. Never before been WWE Universal Champion. Thank you guys for listening. If there's any changes you feel I should make or any opinions y'all have, hey, leave them down in the comments. Get at me. Remember to like, comment, share. Subscribe if you feel what I'm saying. Thank you guys once again. This was Rails from the Sharpshooters Network. Peace.